this whole startup world.
All right.
That burning question, are your 20s really the time to make it big?
Yeah, it's a question we get a lot, right? Like, there's this ticking clock. Gotta launch by 30 or it's over.
Right? Total myth. Right.
Total myth. I mean, think about it. The whole idea that there's this one magic window for entrepreneurial success, it just doesn't hold water when you look at the data.
Totally. I was just reading a study about this, actually.
Yeah.
It was saying that, like, the average age of founders, at least for those crazy successful startups, it really varies by industry.
Absolutely. Like, if you're looking at more established industries, you're going to see, I don't know, maybe more seasoned founders, folks with, decades of experience under their belt. But then you've got those disruptors,
Oh, yeah.
changing the game in their 20s.
Totally. The Mark Zuckerbergs of the world.
Exactly. It's like age is just one piece of a much, much larger puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of obsessing over that number, I think it's more helpful to think about this risk versus readiness kind of scale.
Ooh, I like that. Risk versus readiness. Okay.
Yeah, so in your 20s, like, your risk tolerance is probably what? Sky high?
Yeah, you're invincible in your 20s.
Invincible. You're less likely to have a mortgage or a family depending on you, or a steady income.
You're probably living on ramen noodles and ambition.
Exactly. And that hunger, that drive, huge asset. But, as we get older, we gain experience, we build skills, professional networks, maybe even a little bit of financial cushioning, right?
Right.
And these are all forms of readiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can significantly impact your odds of success, even if your risk tolerance isn't what it used to be.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about when you start, but it's what you're bringing to the table at that starting line.
Exactly.
Which actually, speaking of, you mentioned something in your question about support systems.
Right.
How does that whole support system thing play into this whole equation?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, support is absolutely crucial no matter when you start. But I will say the type of support you need, that might change as your business, evolves.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So early on, right, surround yourself with other entrepreneurial minds, your peers, your mentors, even just people who get your crazy ideas.
Oh, absolutely. That's huge.
It's huge.
Just to bounce ideas off of, not feel like you're, losing it.
Totally. Entrepreneurship can be isolating.
Oh, absolutely.
But then as your business starts to grow, you're going to need more specialized support, Think mentors who can provide strategic guidance, financial advisors, legal experts. Like, having those people in your corner, that can be make or break.
That's huge. Yeah, having that team.
It really is.
So kind of circling back to your situation right now, what are those factors that you're personally weighing? Are you feeling that pull to just dive in head first? Or are you maybe taking a more strategic approach, like building your experience, your resources, that kind of thing?
That's the question, isn't it? And here's something to think about as you're pondering this decision. Maybe instead of asking when is the right time, you ask yourself, what problem are you just burning to solve? Like, what really lights your fire? And that passion, combined with a clear understanding of where you land on that whole risk versus readiness scale and the support system that you've got behind you, it will light your path forward. It'll all become much clearer.
That's good advice. Find your why, and the when will often reveal itself again, huh?
Often does, yeah.
Well, on that note, fantastic questions. Really great stuff to consider. And everyone listening, you got this.